Alright, 1 minute to go. This is the tour of Watopia. Welcome along everyone to stage 5. Done the first 4 stages live here on YouTube. This is the final stage, and we're going to be going back to the volcano that we did on stage 3. This time we're not going to be going up it, we're going to be going around it. I think we do 3 laps of it. So there are not the lovely climbs, and if you've been watching these you'll know I prefer when it goes uphill and climbs a bit. But we are going to be doing a few little bumps and rises, a little 3% rises on the laps, and I think it's 3 laps after we get there. This is going to be a slightly shorter race than the other ones. They've been between 30 and 40 minutes. Here we go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Here we go, through the tour of Watopia Stage 5. Through Santa Monica Pier, and there's also fewer people in this one. I think we're looking at about 100, maybe just less than 100 people in this race. So I don't know if they're going to be like really good riders or if there's going to be the same mix as normal. We're going to have to wait and see on that one. So here we come, off the pier. Yeah, 80 people is the final number in the race. Alongside me today is my sign girl Amelia. Hello. What have you got there? Does it say good morning? Good morning. Thank you, Amelia. It is 2 weeks to go till Easter, says Amelia. Alright, here we go. What am I going to get today for a power up? A feather. Now, we are going to be going through, because we're doing 3 laps of the volcano circuit, we're going to go through 3 times through the finish line, which means I think at least 2, maybe 3 more opportunities to get power-ups. So I don't have a problem using this one fairly early. The power-ups, by the way, for those who haven't seen before, are the ones you can use them in game. This is like a video game, of course, even though I'm really cycling. But it gives me the opportunity to, in the case of the featherweight power-up, for 10 seconds, it pretends I'm a lot lighter. So one of the key measurements is watts per kilogram. How many watts of power am I putting out per how many kilograms do I weigh? And this temporarily drops my weight by some percentage for about 10 seconds. So my watts per kilogram increases, which is nice. I've got a lot faster. Very useful when you're going up a hill. So that's a good one. And all right, someone's watching there. Hello. We are going to go along here and then round to the right, I think, to get to the volcano. You can see the volcano way off there in the distance. That's where we're going. The other power-ups that I've got available, which it assigns them to you randomly when you go under like an arch or a start-finish line. There's the van, which helps you with drafting people, which I don't really like because it's not as useful as the others. There's an aero helmet, which makes you go faster. Just any time, it gives you like aerodynamic boost, so there's less resistance. What else have we got? The burrito. Someone up here is just using a burrito. You can see that there. That means no one is allowed to draft behind them for 10 seconds. So just like in the real world, if you're riding behind someone, you get the benefit of them kind of cutting the air for you. You can save lots of energy by doing that. And the burrito means that if you're behind someone who's currently using their burrito, which lasts I think 15 seconds, then you can't follow them. Yeah, 21st, 20th out of 80. This is not bad so far. Smaller group, but it's good to be at the front. Not expecting to win this, anyone watching for the first time. If you've seen my other ones, I'm hoping to be surviving more than anything else, getting into the top half. Or the last race I was in the top third. Okay, Amelia wants to tell me something that's really funny. Go on, Bug.
Even Minecraft's doing the coronavirus stuff on the entrance where you can choose
Yes.
multiplayer.
She's telling me about Minecraft, yes.
This time it says soap and water.
Okay.
It's trying to.
Alright. Hey, Amelia, go in front of the camera. Show them your haircut. There's Amelia's haircut. You've got it all nice and short. It means we don't have to brush it so much. Mine's nice and short as well, but That's more by nature. Anyway, there we go. All right, lost my focus for a moment and still 21st. Let's try and follow this group. Looks like a good little group. As we come into the volcano for the first time to begin this race. Now, there have been 5 stages in this race, and those of you who know the story so far will know that the first one was a disaster for me because I went off way too quick. I tried following a group. Actually, it was about the same distance down as this one. It was sort of that, you know, top quarter, about quarter of the way down where I am now. The problem was the power they were putting out, or having me put out, was really high. In the top left of the screen, you'll see the power output, which is, what, 140 right now? Oh, up a hill. This is one of my little rises that I can make use of. There we go. And it's finished. So yeah, briefly there I was up to 400 and something. I can do that. Not everyone can do that, but I'm good at just punching up a little hill like that with a quick power output. Anyway, so I was following that group in stage 1. Got absolutely exhausted. It was a 2-lap flat route, not too dissimilar to this one actually, fairly flat. And everyone was going fast, and I shouldn't have tried to keep up with them. I should have looked at the number in the top left and realised it was too quick. Well, halfway around lap 2, I just had to stop and get off the bike. So if you look at the video of that one on YouTube, they're all on YouTube, you'll see that's in 2 parts. And I've kind of edited them down a little bit so you don't see the bit where I'm not on the bike. But that was stage 1. Stage 2 was in the desert, sand and sequoias, much better with that one. Finished top half for the first time. Didn't go too early, and there were some little lumpy hills towards the end where I caught some people. I need to catch this group. This group's going away from me a little bit, so let's catch them up. There we are. It's a good little group to be in this. There's a few people away off the front, but this is the first sort of bunch. And if I can stay with this bunch without getting too tired, it'll be okay. But I am watching to see if I do use too many watts. We haven't started lap 1 of our 3 yet, coming around to the start line. So I don't want to blow it too early, as I've said a lot this week. Now, stage 2, pretty good. Top half stage 3, where we were on this volcano course right here, except we go actually up to the top of the volcano. So it's a mountain climb with a lovely 10% gradient right at the top, where everyone goes slow apart from me, and I made up I think 10 places in that one area. Now this, reference for later, coming up towards the start finish line, going into the volcano, look at that percentage in the top right, 4%, 5%, 6%. This is the kind of thing that I like. Some people drop off there, 16th. So I'm good just to hold that one. And on that volcano stage, right here actually, I had a ghost power-up, which makes you invisible for 10 seconds. And I was able to use that one and accelerate and get away from the people that I was riding with and the people in front of them. I made up 4 places right at the end. It was great, loved it. These people are possibly going a little too fast for me. Just gonna take it easy here. Coming up to the start finish line, you see the arch off there in the distance. Let me drop my power up. I'm now featherweight, so my watts per kilogram rises, even though my watts doesn't. There's a little rise just here, a very short one. Handy. And coming up to the start finish line, where hopefully it will give me another one, or it should do. Here we go. 8 minutes in. 3 laps to go, and what's it going to give me? Oh, another featherweight. Okay, I can use that. So here we are, 18th out of 80. I think that group ahead I'm probably going to let go unless they slow down or someone here catches them up. The group I'm with here going a little bit more my pace. So the watts in the top left, I'm looking at 180 to 200 is fine for me. Less than that is nice, it's like a little break. But more than that, anything over 200 I can do for a while, but I can't sustain for a very long time. I think they call that the anaerobic phase, and a little bit too much. So I get tired after that. This is good though, riding in a group, we're drafting one another, not using too much energy, able to go 24 miles an hour. You can see that there in the middle where it says my actual speed. Oh, I'm leading that group. Don't know if I want that. Oh, there we go. Back down again. And if you want to know, by the way, which one's me, I'm right at the back as I speak. I've been wearing green socks all week. My green socks have changed. Oh no! Because I managed to, as a result of doing all these races and getting extra points, go to level 17. You can see in the middle of the screen at the top, underneath 23 miles an hour, there's an orange bar, and then an orange bicycle, or a sign with a white bicycle on an orange background, and the number 17. Every time you complete a mile, you get experience points, and it adds to that orange bar. Once the orange bar reaches the end, you go up to the next level, and I got onto level 17. The special unlock gift for getting onto level 17 is a new pair of socks. Woohoo! They're called stripy socks, I think. So I'm wearing the green stripy socks. However, it seems to me they are not as striking or as obvious as the other green socks I've been wearing, so I think moving forward I might just go back to the green socks again. Anyway, that's who I am. I've got those dark green socks and the red bike right at the back. Here we come. So you can also see at the top there in the middle, it says we're on lap 1 of 3, and there are 6.6 miles to go, which is good. Just re-catching up with this group again. Hello, Amelia. You want to do a sign? Amelia's back. Now, there aren't so many people in this race. It's 80 people. If you've been watching these, you'll have seen numbers around 200. Here we go. Here comes the sign bug. And you'll have seen, 200 people. Oh, there's that rise again. That 4% thing. Wow! Thanks, Amelia. Meep indeed. This one has fewer people. This is actually a catch-up race. Stage 5 officially finished yesterday. But for those of us who were unable to do it, for reasons I'll explain in a moment, they're doing catch-up races the next few days. So this is a stage 5 catch-up race. Slightly fewer people. Now, the reason I am doing a catch-up race rather than as planned, I was going to do this yesterday, is I got an invitation on Zwift, on this game, to do a meetup. That is when someone you know who's on the game arranges a ride, and you all ride together. And you can talk to each other, like verbally actually talk, which is great. And you can talk about all the things you're seeing and the signs. And we actually rode around London, which is cool. So if you look on my Strava, or if you go to the Twitter link right here, that'll have a link to all my Strava training that I'm doing. And you'll see the ride on there that I did in London. That was with other people who are doing the California Coast Classic. It was our first virtual meetup. Now, as you know, and for historical reasons, if anyone's watching this years down the line, this video is taking place during the coronavirus nuttiness, and we're all kind of locked in to varying degrees around the world. The California Coast Classic, which is what I'm training for, the bike ride for the Arthritis Foundation, to which you may donate. Talk about that in a moment as well. There's 250 to 300 riders, some of whom are on Zwift. So we were able to do a virtual meetup and ride around London, which is awesome. So the first time I've met these, I'm running with a guy from San Luis Obispo in California. Oh, here's this rise again. This is the one where I used the Ghost all that time ago. So we're coming towards the end of lap 1. 5.5 miles to go. Just, literally just by pedaling, I come to the front of that group. Because the little short efforts like that are totally fine with me. I don't think I broke 400 watts doing that. That's good. My allergies are playing up. I apologise for that. Coming up to the final bit of this lap. I might drop my use my power up, and I don't really want to be ahead of this group. I'm going to drop back and catch up into them. Anyway, use my power up right here to get up this little rise, saving a bit of effort. There we go. Featherweight for 10 seconds, I think it is. Or is it 15? 3. Yeah, looks like 15 seconds. That's pretty good. There we go, someone's gone off way ahead. Off to go, start of lap 2. Number on the right drops down, 2 laps to go. What's it going to give me this time? Great excitement, and oh, I've got the Ghost. Okay, I'm going to save that one for the very, very end. That's my favourite one. It makes you invisible. And like I said, I made up 4 places on stage 3 on the volcano course by having that. You just turn invisible, ride away from them, and no one knows you're doing it, so they don't chase you. Love it. 15 minutes in. I did this course 2 days ago as a recon ride. Again, you can look that up on Strava. Didn't YouTube it, I just rode. Took me 29 minutes and 3 seconds, I think. So, given this is a race, I'll probably be a little bit quicker than that, but not much. And we'll see. Which means we've probably got about 13, 14 minutes left in this race. Seeing how that goes. Right, towel time. Apologies for the sound quality there. Hopefully it's not too bad. James Butler says we need a sign. Come on, Amelia. I'm a sign girl. There you go, it's my father-in-law watching. Says we need a sign. Here we come. What sign is it going to be? That must be hard. Thank you. It is fairly hard. She's playing Minecraft over there. Not paying attention to my race. Even though there's less than 4.5 miles to go. All right. 24th, 22nd. Really, this is the first time I've been in a group that's been this far forward. Most of the people who are further ahead, they're like 36 seconds ahead. They're like way ahead. They're the ones who are going to win. This would appear to use Tour de France pylon to be the peloton. This is like the main group of riders. I haven't been in this group before. I'm thinking because there are fewer people and the really good racers will have already done this, they're not going to do a catch-up. These are probably slightly lower quality riders, like me. I am D-class veteran. I am in with a shout, if I do really well today, of being upgraded to a C. The difference between a D and a C is watts per kilogram again. So how many average watts per kilogram do you put out? Right now, if you look on the right-hand side, you can see, there's my name, D. McRae-Spencer. 2.1, 2.2, about that. Officially, the D class ends at 2.5, and the C class begins. And on the last couple of races, I've done that. In fact, on the stage 4, I haven't talked about that, I was able, there's the uphill bit, I was able to output 2.6 as an average for the whole thing, which was great, and lifted my overall average for the last 5 races to 2.49. I'm that close. If I get to 2.5, throws me up into the C category, where I will no longer be finishing high up in the races. I'll be finishing 3rd from last. Anyway, see what happens with that. Up above my head, by the way. Oh, keep up with the group. Up ahead, above my head, you will see the link to the California Coast Classic. It's not actually a link, it's a web page. The link is in the comments section or in the info section for this video, or on my Twitter account right there. Haven't worked out how to make it clickable yet in YouTube. Someone knows that, you can tell me. We are raising money for the California Coast Classic, which is going ahead as we speak. No questions yet about slowing it down. We actually had a meeting with the organisers on Thursday, and everyone was pretty positive that in California at least, come October 3rd to October 10th, there will not be the lockdown, so we should be able to do it. Now, my goal is $4,000, but here's the thing, it's incremental. So I actually need to raise 1,000 by May 22nd. Halfway there. If you look closely, you'll see it says 500 raised so far. If you look at previous videos, you'll see 450. So we actually had donation. Thank you very much. And this number is going up. Got to reach 1,000 by May 22nd and 3,500, so almost the whole way, by August 7th. So even though it's a long way away at the moment, oh, here we come to this hill again. All right, for the penultimate time going up this hill. This is where I think I'm going to use my ghost next time. Again, just raising it just below 400, and again, straight to the front. Interesting. They'll all go a lot faster next time, because it's the last bit. Anyway, we'll see. Keep my ghost for that. And back down again. Let them catch up. I think next time round, if this group stays together, that is going to be a really good sprint. We'll see. So, thank you again for all your donations so far. Let's get to 4,000. Raising money for the Arthritis Foundation. Hannah, our daughter, other daughter, not Amelia with the signs. Hannah has juvenile arthritis, which is tough when you're 9 years old. So, up this last little rise here, start finish line for the final lap. So we're looking to raise that money for a really good organisation. The Arthritis Foundation are fantastic. Been so good to us. Here we go, 1 lap to go. That ticker tape means it was my fastest time ever going round. Lots of other people did it as well. You can see on the right, lots of people got that. New personal record for doing that lap. Now, 2 days ago I got that for doing it in, how many minutes was it? I don't remember. But I've done it quicker, which implies there's probably only 5 or 6 minutes left in this race. This guy going off ahead, S House. I don't know if it's worth trying to catch him or not. I'm in no man's land here. The big group are now 2 seconds behind me, and I'm 2 seconds behind S House. I need to make a decision. If I drop back, keep going. 2.2 miles to go. I think they'll probably start to catch me. Here they come. That's all right. Good to be in the group. They've raised the pace a little bit. Let's keep with it. Use a bit more energy now because it's the last lap. Don't mind that so much. There we go. Now we're all together as a blob, chasing down S House, who's up at the front there. Little rise here, not much of a rise, just a small one. And yeah, we're about to catch him again. Good. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. All right. Around the volcano, in and out one more time, and then round to the finish. Less than 2 miles to go. Let's see what happens. Hold this group together and stay with them. Hopefully I'll be able to talk at least a little bit. Always get out of breath at the end of these. Again, thanks everyone for paying attention and watching. Twitter link on the left. All the training goes there, indoors and outdoors. Not a lot of outdoor training going on. Never mind. And this is the last race of this series. I'll let you know if I get upgraded to a C. Hopefully I will. We'll see. But after this, we're back to the long rides. Been doing 65 miles on this and before these races. So really training for the ride from San Francisco to Los Angeles. 525 miles over 8 days. First day, 86 miles with, is it 3,000 feet of climbing? It's a lot. So, lots of training. Artemov says, ride on, thank you. I'm too tired to do ride-ons right now. Look at this.
Ride on! Ride on!
There we go, and I'll use this one.
I'm toast.
I'm toast. You want to give us a sign, Amelia? Here's a good little rise. Coming out. There we go. I'm toast. Thanks, Bug. There we go. Up with this house again. 1.2 miles to go. Let's hold on. Hold off on the ghost as well. Ghost coming up in a little bit. Okay. This group has more or less stayed together. I think a few people have dropped. This is the first time in all of these races I've ridden with a group most of the way. Makes it easier. Surprisingly easier. Anyway, here we go. Down the hill, swing left on the hairpin, along the bottom, and then we've got that rise where I'm going to use the ghost. It's in about half a mile from here. Here we go. Everyone's raising their tempo now. RPM's coming up. Oh yeah, this is going a lot faster suddenly. Let's turn it up a gear. See if that helps. Here's Hannah coming to watch the end of it. Hannah, half a mile to go. Half a mile. You're going to see I'm 16th out of 80. Leading this group. That gear might be a bit too big for me. We'll see. Yeah, putting out 300 watts is too much. Last kilometre, Flamme Rouge. Here we go. How much energy have these people been saving? And how much do I have left in the tank? Turn left, up the rise. Hannah's holding a sign. Here we go. Do I use the ghost or hold? There we go, use the ghost, I'm being visible. Gotta go as fast as I can. Get away from them. Oh, they're keeping up. Oh dear. Oh. Let's see, Hannah, leave it please. Oh. Oh. We're lapping people. Goodness, never done that. Here we go. Oh, last little rise. Amazing. 14th. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Keep it going. 5 seconds. I can do this. Come on. 14th. Yes. Yes! Did it! 14th overall out of 80. Oh. Oh. I'm toast. But, as James Butler says, we can add jelly to the toast. Thank you, Hannah. Hannah's doing the sign now. Oh. Top 15%. Wow. There's the flag. Thank you, everyone. Oh, that was hard, but good. Good to know I can beat all those people. All right, thank you, everyone, again for watching these races. I don't know when the next live YouTube's going to be. See what happens, I might do some training rides live. Thank you for watching. Please donate. California Coast Classic. There's where we are. Oh, it's about to take me back to Richmond. That's today's course. And yeah, the link is in the comment section below and in the Twitter. California Coast Classic. Have a look. Sponsor us, raise $4,000. Thank you everyone for everything. Here's Hannah with one more sign. What does it say? Real? Oh yeah. Real fish. Thank you everyone. Farewell for now. Hannah, could you go over there and click on where it says end stream? Bottom right.